What's going on, people? It's Emmanuel for Altenor Media. Now it is Power Sundays, so we're back with another recap, this time of Season 5, Episode 4, titled Second Chances. But please make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and ring that bell for notifications for future reviews, recaps of Power episodes, because we're going to be doing the entire season. Well, anyway, let's get into episode 4. So the episode started with Ghost, Kanan, and Tommy. Basically, Ghost finds out that Teresi is out of prison, and he's already on high alert because Teresi blackmailed him twice before. So he lets Tommy know that you can't be telling our secrets. You got to really keep everything under wraps with your father. And he reminds Tommy that even though Teresi is your dad, you only known him for 15 minutes, but I've been your family your entire life. So we see the dynamic between Ghost and Tommy and how the blood and the special relationship that Ghost and Tommy has. Ghost is reminding him of that. So he wants Tommy to remain loyal to him, even though Tommy is happy to kind of start a relationship with his dad. Ghost is like, you got to be careful because we got a lot on the line. We can't let anything slip out. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, so, and Kanan is just a crazy dude. So his idea is to kill Teresi. But now Kanan and Ghost are kind of working together to solve this Teresi problem. So it's interesting that Kanan has his own side thing going on with Ghost and Tommy, because him and Tommy are now working together on the side, and Ghost doesn't know anything about it. And now Kanan and Ghost are trying to figure something out behind Tommy's back, and Kanan got his own agenda going on. So Kanan is just everywhere. He's just a wild boy. So what else do we have here? And we see that Dre snitches on Diego to the Jimenez sister, who we find out is the real leader of the Jimenez cartel. He lets the sister know that Diego is running up the tab in the club over $60,000, and that they won't be able to balance it at some point. And I guess this gives him some type of control over the situation. We get to a scene where Tasha is sleeping. Well, she's trying to sleep, and she's high on medication that she got from a doctor, and Ghost walks in and he lets her know that they have an event to go through. They have for the project that they're working on in memory of Raina, but she just can't. She's grieving right now. She can't even sleep at night, so it's hard for her to just go on like nothing is going on, and that's what Ghost expects her to do. So Ghost just flips on her, when she says that she can't go to this event. And he just tells, you just stay home. And she ends up staying home. So we see that Tasha is still grieving throughout the season. This is like a different Tasha than we're used to seeing. Tasha is really just like, ready, out there. But now she's just really just at a loss and just grieving. Now we go to the scene where Tommy and Teresi meets up with the Italian mob, and now we see them in that big ass red booth. Why is it every mobster is in that big ass round semicircle red booth? It's just crazy. But I guess now Teresi introduces Tommy as part of the family. He says he's happy that Tommy is where he belongs. So that's really interesting to compare that to the beginning of the episode where Ghost basically tells Tommy that I'm your family. And now Teresi is telling him that the Italian mob situation is his family. That's where he belongs. Okay, so now Ghost is at the benefit or party that he and Tate are throwing. And Ghost goes up to give a speech. But while he's giving a speech, he looks into the crowd and he sees what he thinks is Raina. So he's basically lost and focused on that. And he walks into the crowd off of the stage and, touches the girl, and it turns around. And of course, it's not Raina because she's dead RP. So we see that now it really hits Ghost. Ghost has this moment where it hits him. Raina is dead. And it's a weird situation. Everyone in the crowd, everyone in the club is looking at him like he's crazy. And it really hits him that Raina's dead. So we finally get a moment of just emotion from Ghost that we haven't really gotten. So he goes home and he tells Tasha about it. And Tasha says, I see her every day. And I thought they was gonna have a moment where they finally are grieving on the same page at the same time, but then Ghost just flips. He's like, that was supposed to be your speech. This happened to me because you weren't there to give your speech. And Ghost just really flipped on her. Ghost he's been like flipping all season. He's been wilding all season on Tasha, just blaming everybody. How you mess up your speech? How is that Tasha's fault that you messed up your speech? You lost your composure, and you're the one that's out there, being the face, the businessman, the front man of this redevelopment project, and you lost your cool in a big moment because even some of the investors or board members were saying that James was giving problems and they lost a huge investor. He thought he was going to be able to hit, I think her name was Linda. He thought he was going to be able to hit her off and she was going to be on board, but she really played him. So, next, what else happened? Now we find out that Tate wants Dre to be the new face of the redevelopment project, the Queen's Child project, whereas Ghost was originally the face, but now Tate has had enough of Ghost. Ghost been messing everything up in his view, and now Ghost done messed up with this, the way he walked off stage and grabbed that girl. He's like, we need a new face, we gotta move on. So we'll see how Ghost responds to that. And now we see that at this point, Tasha is done with Ghost. She's ready to move on now. She can't deal with it no more. And she has that moment with her mom where she tells her mother that, and her mother tells her, is this really about you or is this about someone else? She's really talking about Silver because she caught Silver and Tasha, kissing during, I think it was the funeral. And Tasha just lets her know that she's done. She wants to move on from Ghost. She wants to move on from the marriage and everything. And then we have Proctor. Now it's really getting hot for Proctor now. Because his wife came to visit him and his daughter. And his wife let him know that, she's getting clean. She's retaking a bar exam and she wants to take custody of her daughter back. And then later on, Proctor's apartment is raided. They're looking for clues, evidence for the murder of that agent that Tommy murdered in Proctor's apartment. So it's really getting hot for Proctor now. And now he's meeting with James, and he really lets James know that they're on the same team now. This is really the first time where you really hear Proctor say that he's on the same team with all them dudes. So, and now it's hot for Proctor. It's going to be interesting to see where Proctor goes from this point. Is he going to finally cave in and join that life, or is he still trying to wait out that whole bar thing, which is crazy. But the Mock and Sachs, they got it out for all of them. They want Proctor, they want James, and they want Tommy too, and they want Angela. They want all of them. So they coming. What else we got here? Now we see that we find out that the sister is really in charge, and now she wants Dre to train Cristobal on how to run the club, and Dre isn't feeling that. So we caught this entire season. We're seeing that Dre is a little in over his head. It's not really going as planned for him, and you can kind of see that Cristobal is getting little nods here and there. So he's really not feeling Cristobal running the club and all that. And we find out that in that moment, Angela shows up and arrests the Jimenez brother and sister. So she's thinking, oh, we got a big win. She and the rest of them, they walk back in the station to high fives and ovations and everything. They thinking their career is about to take off. They're about to make money. They're about to get the promotions. They're about to be everywhere because they done arrested the biggest cartel in the world, probably, I'm guessing. So they running high at that moment right now. But then the dude that Angela got it on with in the last episode, he walked in. And he wants to talk to the Jimenez sister. And he basically lets her know that she already knows what he's there for. But he lets her know that they're going to let her go because things are much more in order with the Jimenez in charge. And so the U.S. government allows the Jimenez to remain. This is interesting because this is really how politics, government, how world governments work, how countries do with each other. The Jimenez, they're keeping order in the border. They're keeping gangs in check. So the American government is fine with them operating as they are right now. They basically allow, unnecessary evil in order to keep peace on their side, which is it's fucked up, but it's also interesting at the same time. It gives you insight into how the government really works. It's the same way they empower certain dictators in certain countries, just to, so they can impose their interests in that country and around the world until it's no longer in their best interest for that dictatorship to maintain. So it's in that same vein that they're allowing the Jimenez cartel to do their thing because it's in the best interest of, I guess, that border and the U.S. in the government's opinion. So that's crazy. That was a nice twist, and that does happen. That shit does happen. So what else we got here? And it's interesting. The Jimenez sister, she wants her brother gone. She wanted the U.S. government to take her brother out for her. So, which is crazy in itself. What else we got here? The feds, the feds search practice department. So we're gonna see what that leads to. And then Ghost comes home to find out that Tasha and the kids are leaving, and he tells Tasha, you can't do this to me. He tries to get her to stay, but Tasha tells him she wants out. She can't do it anymore. And she reminds him that he left her first. He tells her that you left me. So she's gone. She packed up everything. She got her clothes. She went in her closet. The daughter, and how long has it been since we seen the little daughter? It's nice to see the little daughter. And we saw her for a minute in this scene. And so she's leaving. And it's funny because Ghost is telling her, you can't leave me and all this. Meanwhile, you've been calling Angie nonstop. You've been calling Angela Valdez nonstop since episode 1. You call her like about 3 times an episode, which is crazy. And now you're telling Tasha she can't leave you. You done left. Mentally, you checked out. This is all like for image for you. So how you gonna tell her she can't leave you and all that? So Tasha also talks to Silver, y'all favorite dude, Silver. I know how much y'all love. Y'all love Silver. So anyway, Tasha has a moment with Silver, and she's telling Tasha why James is gonna go down. Mock wants James and Tommy, so they're gonna go down. So you need to stay as far away from them as possible. He tells Tasha she's gonna be safe, but she needs to get away from them. And he basically tells her he's gonna be there for her. So he's trying to be stepdaddy. He gonna step in. He gonna raise the littlest one. I don't think he could deal with Tariq, but he gonna try. And Silver, he's willing to do a little dirt to help Tasha out. Then we got to the scene where Kanan hired 2 dudes to just shoot blanks at the Italian mob. But these dudes, crazy, they decide to shoot real bullets. So there's a shootout ensues, and Kanan pulls up. He shoots his own dudes. Looks like a hero in front of the Italians. He actually gets a sit down with them in their restaurant, and then he tells a bogus story saying that these were people who wanted revenge against Tommy. Kanan is just a grimy dude, but he's smart as hell. Now he got an in with the Italians, so he can either, I don't know if he's gonna stay with the plan he had with James and remove that whole association with Tommy and the Italians, or if he's gonna use that as an in to get in good with the Italians. So Kanan could do it either way. This dude, he just working with everybody. He working with Tommy. He working with Ghost. Now he could work with the Italians if he want. He trying to get in good with the Russians, the Serbians, whichever ones they are. So Kanan is just everywhere. This dude is just a grimy, surviving dude. And then we get to Teresi. Now he finally really reveals his intentions. He's out and he's really trying to get dirt on Ghost and Tommy. He tells his wife that. And his wife said, "You're a rat?" Even she was shocked about it. And he tells his wife that, this is about Ghost and Tommy, not the family. So he lied to Tommy earlier. He told Tommy that Tommy was family, but now he tells his wife that Tommy ain't family, So if he snitches on them, it's not bad because he's not snitching on the family. And his wife tells him that if they find out you snitching on anybody, it's a wrap for you. So you need to be careful. So even his wife is not cool with it. So you know his wife is like, that's a mob wife right there. She down because she ain't with the snitch. So anyway, the last scene is with Ghost. He goes to visit to have a sit down with Angela Valdez. He finally, she finally answered his call after like 4 episodes. He probably done called her like 200 times, and she finally answered the call. So they meet up, and you just finished telling Tasha that she can't leave you. How she gonna leave you like this? And you already meeting up with, you ran to meet up with Angela. This dude was at that diner in a second to meet up with Angela after all that. So, and Angela, she only meeting up with Ghost because she done took a huge L. She went from all the way up here to all the way down there when she arrested the Jimenez, and now she had to give them up. And then her own dude that she was messing with, he the one who let them go. So she really down right now. So she need Ghost to boost her ego. And Ghost will boost the hell out of her ego and make her feel like $1 trillion because he can't help himself. This dude is a fool for Angela Valdez. So anyway, and before we forget, let's talk about this scene with when Ghost walks in and finds out that Dre is the new face of the Queen's Child Project. When Ghost walks in and he sees Dre, this dude is, first he's shocked, and then he's pissed the hell off. The look that he gives Tate was, Tate, I think he told Tate something like, I won't forget. That basically means I got a bullet with your name on it. He gonna put a bullet in Tate's head eventually at some point. Ghost done had enough of Tate. But I love Tate because Tate don't give a damn. He gonna do what he wanna do, and he's gonna do exactly what you don't want him to do, and he's gonna do it with a smile. You could be mad as hell at Tate, he's gonna smile at you. So Tate is funny. And it's crazy how Dre basically goes on a little, like, he tells James how James was his mentor. He really builds James up in front of the board. Builds up their relationship like James was a mentor to him. He went to work for the competitor, and James, really still supports him. So that's going to be a crazy dynamic because now they're going to have to work together. They're going to have to smile with each other, shake hands. Can Ghost really take him out so easily now since he's tied into the project? They're basically partners. So I guess now we see that Dre is at least safe, maybe until the end of the season, at least till next season, since they're going to be working so closely together. So this is a great look going forward to see how James and Dre work together. They got no choice, and we got our man Tate to thank for that. And Tate's days are numbered, but can James really take out, a political figure like that, such a public figure? So this is going to be interesting. Anyway, let me know what you thought about Season 5, Episode 4 in the comments. And please make sure to like the video, share the video, and once again, subscribe to the channel, Altenor Media. Thanks for watching once again. I'll see y'all next week for the review of Episode 5. I'm Manuel. Peace.